So we're gonna go ahead and get started. A couple people have asked for me to show how I built my log cabin, because I did build it a little bit off, I guess you could say. So let's go ahead. I hate the fact that you can't really turn these. There we go. So the base, of course, is very easy to do for the log cabin. Remember correctly. I'm trying to remember how to do this.
Turns out, all this life crap is just one big distraction from death. And it's a pretty good one. So that's why you gotta keep the hook pizza on the shelf. And for the love of God, stay too busy to think.
There we go. Figured it out. That's how we get the straight going for the house, and we get the out perch for the deck. Now I'm trying to make this line up so it's somewhat with the path, so it is going to look a little off. Not necessarily exactly the way I want to go, but it is what it is. Damn, I think I might actually have to go out further. Let's see here. Because if I can remember correctly, this is the size that I built my other one. Because I had the path coming straight in. Then, of course,
This, Mike, look at this place. I am tired of being the dead mother of 5 people. Of course it's not fucking you. You're dumping it up to the boys. It's probably not.
now the inside, of course, is going to look weird. I just got to remember how I made it to where it didn't look so weird. I think this is how I did it, actually, to be honest with you.
Obviously, I'm buying my own kid. But these things are us out of house and home. This morning, I spent 10 minutes with the room trying to shoot something out of the bathroom to my real life. Your fault. Well, it's really bothering you. Why do I have to be the one to do the talking? I don't want to be the big mean mom killing all their fun. This has to come from the two of us. Fine. Okay. I'll take care of the tax.
Oh.
Your mom thinks it's not you guys. Your mom thinks? Interpreter, I could have done that myself. Your dad thinks too, Axel. What your dad calls me to tell you is what we both think. You're really the one with the issue. It's not my issue. We both got the issue. It's both of our issues. We're supposed to fight to us on behalf of both of us. Sorry. It's not just her. We are both in agreement.
Well, I think I remember now.
Relax. So, you know, Hutch and I are totally focused on finding a place. I mean, there might be a little overlap when Kenny has spoken to us for a couple months, but, you know, trust me, I'm on it. Oh, he said he's on it. Oh, Axel's on it. I feel so much better.
This is how I did it. But I just gotta remember how I actually got the front door so flat.
Oh, honey, this is gonna be so much fun. Hey, why don't we make a fun picnic driveway and have Candy come over to her since she's been with her brother once, and I always wanted us to do it, but then I forgot. All right, listen, since you came home, she and I are gonna do the calendar fire picnic you boys got us down. Wait, she's gonna be staying here tonight? Did she clear with anybody? She doesn't have to clear with anybody. She has to. You're getting Kenny on her bed. It's like wrestling an alligator. Anyway, I am going to you like to take a picture. Oh, come on. Kenny got us a football baggage. Aren't you a goal? Actually, I'm just going to get Kenny's. She gave me a whole list. Most of his name brand, she won't accept anything fun size. You're going to have to drive me to Orson Heights. Watching free TVs here. Like Elvis.
Alright, since that doesn't seem to be working, we can always do this. So one thing I really like about these quarter pieces, it allows your placement to totally change up when you're doing it. Because now I can go halfway across.
Hey everybody, it's Rita Glasser. Hi Rita. You seen my boy? Which one? What do you say? Huh? One boy. I know that. No, all I meant was stop saying everything you're around. You gotta stop playing things. Oh, you're real well. So where was the last place you saw the little guy? Why are you asking so many questions? I'm just trying to know.
I think this might actually do it.
Go back inside. Yeah. Where the hell is he head? None of your damn business.
Man, I am at a loss. I might actually have to go on the other side and take care of this. Because see, then... see, this is how I did it last time too. And it matched up. So see, it did match up then. And then this is the same issue I had last time, where I could get it to match up right there. And then this is an easy fix too, which is surprisingly. Actually, I think this is how I did it. Yeah, this is actually how I did it. So I just got to get. So you saw that one piece that lined up. Oh man, and of course, you know, these pieces, the snapping. I love it when it turns green, and then the green disappears on you.
So long, they scared away all of the trick-or-treaters. It lets those kids run wild and egg people's houses and smash pumpkins. They call me Mrs. Brett. I wonder if nobody wants to be with all the kids here. It's the neighborhood is just not considered classy anymore. So true. So true. Bossers. Somebody should really get them someday. Somebody should give them a taste of their own medicine. You mean like writing a strongly worded anonymous letter to the editor? We're talking about really giving them a taste of their own medicine. Do to them what they
And as you can see, I'm having the same issue again. So I didn't actually have this issue last time. Last time I actually had an issue building the freaking wall, if you can believe that. But what we can do is, now that I have this built, I might be able to... well, it's not going to let me do it. Because see, that's where the door is going to go. To give it that flat front face. Because see, this is the hard part, is when you get this going on, trying to get that front face working right on this corner. However, I think actually this is going to look pretty fantastic now that I'm thinking about it. So let's just go ahead. I can try to figure that out later. It's not where I want it at, though. See, I'm trying to think. I can do this. Make it maybe a little bit easier. Oh, and this is actually, as you guys just saw, a little bit easier when you're actually doing this in Eternal Land than it is if you are not doing this in an Eternal Land. I will admit, have a whole lot more of an issue doing this when I was in the main area. I wish I had actually videoed that. That would have been fantastic. Oh, man, that actually turned out perfect. But now, there we go. This should make it to where the house should line up, I am hoping. I don't think it's going to, though. So this will make it... See, we're going to have an issue with this wall here. I can do an inset, which would not be bad. So the one nice thing about Once Human is it does allow you to do these insets. These half walls. You just got to make sure when you're doing these half walls that you're getting everything lined up correctly. As you can see now, though, I am going to have to, because of the way the front of this house is going to set, I want it to somewhat be straight. So, to be able to continue the line, I am going to have to take this, and to make it go over the way I want, I am going to have to take that off, and then do double there. Sorry. Actually, that's going to look pretty good, actually. Put the other on the wrong spot. There we go. And yeah, the path is a little off, but, you know, what I'll do is I'll make like a stairwell case going around the side, which will square it up really nicely. And then, of course, for the front, I always like brick. I don't know why. I build everything in brick. Why? Oh, there we go. See? Attention to detail. See, I'm going to end up flipping that because I don't like the way that looks. Yep. I don't like the way these look. Now, for the front, once you're up to this, I'll leave those the way they are. Heaven knows if I try to move them now, they'll probably get jacked up. I did these wood logs in the front. Now, they always can be very particular at placing, but when you're placing them, I think it fills the gaps in really nicely. And sometimes you might have to remove items to be able to get them to post right, but once they're posted, they look really good. So like this wall right here, but then I just copy and paste it. And of course, flip. Oh, see, look. That's the reason why I couldn't put it there. So when you do that, you will have to make these little boxes when you do offcuts from the main. So now I will be able to put this bar there. Yep, there we go. So I'll have to do this one too. But luckily I'm in Eternal Land, so it just doesn't delete everything. You weren't in Eternal Land, it would delete it, but it's not going to let me place it anyways. And now, if you guys are wondering, yes, I had some of these same issues on the actual live server. Because I did, as you guys noticed in that one video, I built this first on the live server beforehand. Now, of course, this one is having a little bit of a different build out that I'm going for. However, I still think that it's going to turn out the way I want it to. Alright, so that's square at the end with one in the center. So we'll do two windows here. And here we won't, because, you know, of course, you gotta have your interior. Now on the sides, I wasn't really worried too much about aesthetics, because, you know, it's the side of the house, you're not going to be too worried about it. And then, of course, over here, man, that's not, I'm going to have to go out further, I think. I wonder if this is going to let me. Alright, that will work, because so I need a certain amount of space over here, and you will see why. So, this is going to have an overhang. I didn't have it overhang on my other server. I mean, on the live server, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, I'm not going to like how that looks, though. I'm very particular about looks. I wonder if I sink it enough. No, it will not. But then that's too much. I don't like it. It's too fat. Let's see here. 1, 2. See, it's not coming out enough for me. I guess what I can do is I can shrink the front, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to shrink the front. Luckily, you know, it depends on how anal you are towards sizes and the what I like to call the butterfly effect. Because I'm actually, surprisingly enough, pretty anal about the butterfly effect. There we go. That'll give me exactly what I want now.
Don't you understand the enormity of what's going on here? You don't have to worry about me anymore. I turn out fine. I've got an amazing house in Orson Heights with not one, but 2 libraries. I married my smoking hot middle school girlfriend, and I'm tired reading a book. So, what's the hold up? I mean, other than I just found out Future Prick is dead? I gotta go back there.
As you can see here, I'm going to have to do this to make this show up the way I want. And you'll see why once I'm done. I'm telling you, these half squares will save you momentous amount of time when you're trying to do something. I guess tedious. Just use them. It will benefit you in the end. Now you'll see why I was trying to do that. Right, like that, and then now I do have the of course the pieces you have to buy. Not a whale, but I do have certain niceties that I like to have. And I bought the glass pack and, of course, this pack too. So, as you see, I like that. And that way I can get my good porch going. So, and of course, I am a person that actually likes the way things look. So, I will hopefully make this right. I could be wrong, but we'll have to see.
I'm sorry, Bob, but I really need to know something. How old was your husband when he died? Oh, my husband's not dead. When I said he was moving, then he's at a conference this week. He's the world's foremost authority on I am serious.
Now, this is.
Have you and your husband ever done it? Well, we do have 4 beautiful children. Yes. Yes. That dad 4 times. That's one more than you and Mom. Congratulations, Brick. Future you is quite the ladies' man. Thanks for taking me tonight, Dad. Bring it in.
There we go. That will probably end up being the perfect height. I'd almost put money on that shite.
A father and a son from Halloween. One determined not to see the future, one destined to know it. Was it time travel? Or just the fevered imaginings of a boy hopped up on too much heat?
Oh man, is the height too perfect?
A sleepy little town where ordinary rules the day. Or a dimension.
Or I might have to do it like this. Like I said, these squares will save you every time. Yup. So, the height is literally perfect. Which I will have to admit does not happen very often. Where I get it that perfectly online.
That's a question that
There we go, that doesn't look bad.
seriously, Halloween was 5 days ago. Gotta let this go.
Yeah.
I want to. It's just such a nice way to frame our stories. about 2 weeks for your body to get used to a new schedule, right?
Yeah, about 2 weeks, honey.
So should I start trying to wake up at 5 a.m. to get my body used to it?
It wouldn't hurt. My wife is starting a new job, so she's trying to figure out what time she should wake up.
Behavioral health therapist in Boston.
Yep. And of course, finding your height will always be a bane of existence. You know, I wish these height mechanics actually worked a little bit better than what they currently do, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Alright, so maybe I'll try it this way. There we go. That should work. And come out here. Yeah, that'll work.
God, no, get away from me, Axel. I can't get sick. I'm practically running home. He's not sick. I just said push it and it didn't last. Clearly I'm dying. Could not be dying. You're a cornhole partner. We're getting that giant spatula. What? It's that stupid cornhole tournament trophy. Ron Donnie has won for the last 5 years.
Alright. So, now we have the basis of it built. Now my favorite part, in all honesty, which I know is going to be weird, is the rails. The rails in this set are just so on point. It's not even funny. Like, the railing that they did for the log cabin set, I gotta say, even out of the glass pack, I love the glass pack. I gotta say, the railing set for the rails for the log cabin set is just perfect. And then the other epic part, I think this is the long one. There we go. Perfect. Lines up just right. Now, you guys will get to see what I was talking about. Oh, here's the other part. And this is what I really like about the windows, the glass pack set. So we go back through here. And now I get my massive windows.
Not the drink the whole day, but the drink should be fun too. It's kind of foolish. We haven't been to a homecoming in forever. Maybe we should go that home. No, I don't think. Hey, you want to go to homecoming this Saturday? That's right, yeah, sure, let's do it. We'll see you this weekend.
And then, of course, the framing gets weird at this point as well. So beware.
It's for fun and friends. My parents are just going to be so there. They're going to say things to people.
And I'm going to be honest, this is the one part I actually don't remember how to do. So, in the meantime, I'm going to show you how I did the chimney. So the chimney is pretty cut and simple. You just have to make sure that you start it off right. That should be tall enough. It's probably way too tall, to be honest with you. Then, of course, we need to go with our half triangles. And then we need to go with our small little roofers. Now, and before you want to do this before you build the next wall up, because if you don't, it does not want to clip right for some odd reason. And then you got to go in here And as you can see, the clipping, especially when you get into these tight areas, start to become a little cumbersome. And just go ahead. It's only a couple of bricks. Go up to the height that you think you're going to need with the chimney. It'll save you so much time in the long run. Really, it will. All right, now I do know. I'm trying to remember how I did these windows. If I can remember correctly, I think I went up one more level. And then and as you can see, already having issues. I had the same issues on the other server. And the one issue you are going to run into when building this, just so you know, is going to be, of course, parts, pieces. My other one wasn't this bad. I think it's because I might have screwed this up a little bit. I think actually this part, I think I did do it like that. Yeah, I did. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense.
2-minute timer. 2 minutes, starting now.
So I was wrong. Don't build that up yet. Now this is where it does get funky. I remember going in on the roof. I had the hellacious time getting this roof to work right. Especially right here was where I had the biggest issues. Now, this one actually didn't clip that bad. I can actually get along with that. That's not actually that bad on clipping. But as you see, I actually want my roof to line up right. And I just had it. There we go. Then, this is where the Twin Peaks is going to come in line. You're going to have to do Twin Peaks when you're doing the diagonals like that. To try to get this massive window in line, you're going to have to do the Twin Peaks. You don't really have like an option not to do the Twin Peaks. Now, of course, as you guys can see, I missed one. Build your pillars first. Because if you don't build your pillars first, you will have to rebuild the whole next floor, which sucks, as you can see, where I had to go back and kill those one walls.
I've got more energy than I know what to do. I'm surprised Dad got it. That means it's making its way to the whole family. Give me your phone. Oh, what? I need a guarantee I am not going to be sick from homecoming, and the only way to do that is to get sick right now and get a little bit. I need to go. Give me your phone. That's okay. These are my turn. Get your own turn. Okay, go. Actually, I got this.
And see, I am going to have an issue because this is not butterflied. I knew I was going to. I'll have to see how it turns out. This is probably going to end up actually screwing me pretty bad. But I think I might be able to recover from it. I might be able to. I think I know how to, but it's gonna. We'll see if it lets me do it. That's gonna be the thing. If it lets me do it, because I don't think it's gonna let me overhang the way I want to overhang. But maybe if I go ahead and do it now, it might let me though.
They have the turn on cars. And bulk. I do love those. And I know those VHS tapes are hard to get, but they have them there.
So that might actually work. Alright. And I do have free floating on, so if I am doing this wrong and it does not compute like this in the actual what is it called? Game. I am sorry. We are all doing our best at still learning how once human actually does all their connection points, which sometimes suck. There we go. And of course, you gotta love this how it snaps.
This last time will definitely be my last time. Of course I don't. I'll be there.
Oh. Go. Forgot about that part because I did do that on the other house. I love the front when you do this. I think actually this cabin is actually going to end up turning out better than the other cabin, to be honest with you. And the Twin Peaks part, though, I will have to say, is the hardest to get right. I gotta say that was probably one of the hardest things for me to figure out how to get it to work right. Yeah, because that's not looking right, but it is what it is.
Trying it out doesn't mean anything. Jesus had a beard, and Jim had two, and none of them were doing drugs, I can tell you that. Oh, what's with the new look? I don't know, you seem to wonder you start asking what is the real me. I'm just letting it ride. No, they don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody has any idea what you're talking about.
Ooh, I wonder if that overlap would work in the actual game. Oh, that's the wrong one, of course. Crap. See, that's the thing. So you got to make sure you're clipping the right thing. There we go. So as you can see, it's not wanting to do this. This is then when you got to come in here and you got to make this false ceiling. I did have to do this on the other server. This is the only way you can get that peak to work right. And just go ahead and follow through with it. Especially at this top part, you're gonna need it. Um, However, aesthetically pleasing, that is not. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it aesthetically pleasing, which a good old paint job does that.
I'm so obsessed with this cake. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. So let's see. How many of us are there? Oh, there's everybody for $2 each, and that should cover the cost of the ingredients.
Now, and of course, your mouse wheel roll skills are gonna have to be on point when you're doing this, and making sure that you can actually see what's going on. Because that wood is a little offset, so it's not exactly in the center, as you guys can see. But I am a little anal when it comes to my alignments.
That's supposed to be just a little fruit with your plate. I get addicted to
Now, I should be able to put my peak all the way through. Now, as you can see, my peak lines up. Roof lining is always going to be your most difficult guest. However, as you can see now, my roof lining is off, right? Best part about this is I did this on the other one too. You make like a small... Where's the piece? Bam. Do this. Oh, I almost forgot a piece. Bam! Magic piece right there. And when you do this, oh, I don't know if I can make any. Might have used all my Eternal Land facilities, which is so dumb. Oh, I can do it. Power water. Look what fits up here. Good old generator, right? So you have a nice little place to hide away your generator. Looks nice, right? I think it looks nice. So, and then let's actually get rid of this because I do want my front porch. And actually, this is going to end up making my front porch line up perfectly, which did not happen the last time. And it's probably because all this, that the one side, I didn't do that a lot. Because I did have the peak through. That's why. There we go. That should give me what I was trying to do.
So he did the only thing a father could do in that situation. He did. And his work. In life,
And of course, as you guys have noticed, when building, everything will be trial and error. A lot of trial and error.
Sorry about that. My bad. And Axel wasn't as ugly as he thought he was. I am the cornhole king! Call my giant spatula! I will be a benevolent ruler who shuffles all burgers medium well! Mike really did deserve better from the universe. But at least with us, the universe is consistent.
Oh, I'm a consistent person.
Grandma, no, maybe Grandpa. She said she was coming to talk to you. I'll just wait here. It's no big deal. Look, don't care. I'm not going to bother anybody. I'm Sue's mom. Not from the class of 2015. I'm 28. Kidding. Oh, Mom, your tongue is blue. Is it? Oh, I guess there's a little bit. Oh, I know. Let's go see if we remember our old lock combinations. Oh my God, I embarrassed my daughter. I guess one woman's blue tongue is another's paper towels. It's the circle of embarrassment. After that, Sue avoided me the whole rest of the day. But at least she picked big game perfect enough.
And see, I think this is the one part that is not going to line up the way I want it to line up, like it did on the other server. Because I had the roof come down an extra level. Yeah. The roof was bigger on the other server. But it is what it is. I mean, I plan on probably actually bringing that one over here, or rebuilding it. Because that one did come. And, you know, it's like the famous saying, yeah, you can build it perfect the first time. Trying to build it perfect the second time usually doesn't work, right? Because this will actually have 3 stories, which I'm actually quite surprised about.
Some huge franchise. Apparently they buy up struggling dental offices and turn them into these one-stop super clinics, like Jiffy Lube for teeth.
You should still have your job.
It's January. I guess the district loaned the office to look at all the other smile superstars, so no paycheck for 2 months.
Happy holidays.
I really don't want to get another job for the holidays. I mean, I'm too old to flip burgers. I'm too young to be a Walmart greeter. Actually,
Same thing. I'm too young to be a Walmart reader.
that's not what I was going to say.
Oh. Hair looks pretty.
What I was going to ask is,
I think you should get a job for college.
well, we're not going to do this. So, I managed to get myself a holiday job, which is good. I'm back in Heritage Village.
Hey. Then down, go back to the prairie.
Wait for the bad news. Heritage Village is open on Thanksgiving, and I'm working the harvest feast. So, I don't know what we're supposed to do about our Thanksgiving. I hate to say it, but we may have to vote. Did everybody feel that? Is that a fine or a TV time?
It's fine. Now I can go out to the bar and drink pasta and go cook.
Yeah, works for me. I can pick up some extra chips and fuzzies. The mall's gonna be open for 48 hours straight. Except they don't call it now. It's called Black Friday.
So, yeah, looks like it's just you and me at home. Maybe we can do something together.
Well, I'm going to be watching football all day, but you're welcome to do something right over there.
All right, well, who cares? How about we flip next week instead? Wait, that's too close to Christmas. Let's see. How about January?
Tam, our appellate group is doing this big month-long tribute to the 80s. Duran Duran. Really?
But February sound. Sam's got something big planned about this. Looks like couples retreat.
Okay, how about March?
Now, sorry I'm not talking too much, but you know, usually when you get in the It's funny when you get into build mode, just trying to build at that point.
There's no rule that says you gotta get a turkey. Michael, potato salad. It's going to sound a lot like Memorial Day.
Fine. Thanksgiving, June 12th. Done.
There we go. Now, that's a big enough porch.
What are you doing here? I didn't know you were picking up a cow.
Sure. I'm heading to bed. Gotta get up early to help with Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh.
It's a 3-week salad and 11-layer out of the 7-layer dish, so watch out. Oh, I'm wired here. Oh,
You mean delicious potatoes stuffed with cucumbers?
and possibly see Logan. You keep darting your eyes over at Abercrombie. It doesn't take Benedict Cumberbatch to figure it out.
We're so totally star-crossed. I mean, I saw him at prom, and then I saw him up in school, and I lost him, and I didn't have his number. So I thought, if I worked a little break, maybe he was working a little break.
Oh, and I forgot. This is.
God, so you're like a really adorable 90s movie.
I know, right?
You go, Meg Ryan.
Oh, well, hello, kind people.
If you're wondering what tool I use,
I guess I'm not going to have to do the Twin Peaks design on this one. Fuck. But that looks off as. Oh, does that look off? I hate it when stuff doesn't look right.
Welcome to our humble cabin. I'm Rachel Marie Conrad, and this is my husband, Obadiah. Hey, hi.
Oh, that's not horrible. I can get on board with that.
On my 14th birthday. Trust me, Lee. Design.
fine, relax. I'll be the sister-in-law, but I'm not playing clubfoot. They weren't on the other day. That sounds ridiculous.
Well, I do like the window.
All right, it'll be up if we can. That's pretty much the whole class. We are gonna raise.
Stop taking Mom to let you out early.
Oh, I told her, Mom, I'm vegetarian now. I'm not eating anything with her mother. Just like you are.
Whoa.
I don't think I've even seen your mom's hands. Man, she's shit. I mean, I'm old. I'm not even sure if I want to be a doctor anymore. It's like I've always just done whatever Ron and Nancy want. We know what I want.
Yeah, well, no one's really expecting much of me, so I guess I'm
So you're lucky. Nobody hassles you. You can just pediatrics again. Well, actually, it's not so awesome these days. I mean, football is a total plus. Got kicked out of my house at school, so I'm living at home with my parents. No, Daddy and I are at school. Everybody's talking about jobs, grad school, and I'm just like, how did it go to the table? You know, in the back of my mind, I always thought, my hair would be enough to separate me from the people, but it's just not enough.
Now, I will tell you, as you can see here, I did do this kind of crossover with the members. Funny fact was that actually worked in
So the house may not have smelled like turkey.
why can't I speak?
Ranch Doritos. And Mike was fine with that.
Live play.
crap.
So that won't, of course. But if I do this, this should make it work.
I do it.
Yeah. Of course, I don't want that.
You want to do something?
Well, I'm reading, but you're welcome to do something right over there.
Let's play poker.
as you can see, it actually wants to clip to the pole instead. So I might actually have to do that. And it still wants to clip to the pole. There we go.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Please just let me take a little stroll on over to Apple Coffee. Right now, I'm just looking for my potato. I said, hey, Dad, you start moving our Christmas product. Oh, no. Not the peppermint potato. No. This year, it's the gold frankincense. Gold is cheese sauce. The frankincense is ham because nobody knows what frankincense is. And the myrrh is also ham because nobody knows what myrrh is. And then I stirred the almonds into an earthen
There we go.
with flour and gumdrop. And baked it in a wood-fired oven for a while. And had juice. Well, I threw some vittles in the pot. Then I got some water from yon creek over yonder and poured that into a cotton gin. Then Paul Bunyan ate it and declared, soup is good food. And it worked. Did you even read your opinion? That's all? Right. Skip it. Okay, since you're clearly unprepared, do the talking and you can go in the back and make the potato balls. You do that.
And actually, you guys didn't notice, because we do have to make sure that we abide by spacing as well for the last server. So, with that knowledge that I just gained from doing that, we should be able to do this. One of these, yes, will not line up correctly. Dang! I think the whole darn thing isn't going to line up.
You taught me how to make new beer while you played.
You know, it'd be really cool is if this works, which I doubt it will.
I have no idea.
What person about? So, right, now, you have that's fair.
So that's good.
That's not bad. I've got except just real kind, which is better.
Oh, so you win.
What's not fair? So you get a real game. We don't see each other's cards.
Actually, that is actually going to look freaking fantastic. Happy accident, I might say myself.
Have a great hand.
Okay, our problem here is you have what we call a tell, and your tell is that you tell. So we're gonna have to work on that.
Evan, I need record right now. We can't. We're swamped. You can't keep me here. I know the law. Oh, really? So, what is the law?
I actually really like how that looks.
My mom has a cousin who was a paralegal, so I am going to take a break right now, or you can expect to hear from me. Oh, yes, her name is Kim, so I'm not sure whether she's a man or a woman. The point is, I will be back in 10 minutes. Finally, Sue was free to casually pursue Logan, but shoppers on Black Friday Eve are anything but casual. Brenda! Candles and such! 70% off everything!
How much you want to bet that's not going to go through?
And Obadiah willed me this butter paddle from its maple branch, which we are using to make today's feast. Oh, what a time it is. Such importance. Look, the potatoes were still kind of hard. This could just be a little secret nobody out there needs to know. Believe me, 2 years ago when I went to squash harvest, it's a total life saving. That was so boring. Look, if anybody sees me, I'll just tell them that my cousin
it's perfect. You see that? Sometimes things they just don't want to line up right the second time. I wonder if
I'm not eyeing Mayor's wife next, because I am. I am gonna get there, and you are not taking me down. Oh, I just.
oh, I see how. Okay. So, if I can remember, that actually did happen to me on the live server too. That just fixed itself. God, I love once human building. It makes like no sense.
I'm not crying.
Oh, I'm so glad. Let's see what hug. Get my your hug, Daddy.
Wow, deja vu.
And that's one reason why I like those sticks like that, because they line up just right. And then, of course, this part, yeah, it lines up on the bottom, but it never lines up. At least I haven't been able to get it to line up perfectly up top, but that's not a big deal, because then we just do... oh, wrong one. The natural glass opening, which I like to do. Do the 1/2 window.
We always used to make fun of people like this, and now I'm, oh my God, is that Logan?
No, that's not him. That's Dale. I think.
Me anymore, but this is not the kind of woman I want to be. And it's Thanksgiving.
And then since that one is like that, let's go ahead and hit both of those out.
Good to see you.
The whole block. I'm small.
You know, working all day.
Arrow is key.
Well, you look great.
And then, of course, this is key. Oh, yeah. That's the way I like it. Look at that. That actually is... this is turning out a whole lot better than what I thought it was going to.
Okay, look, I don't know what y'all heard about me, but I'm doing great. Actually, no, I'm doing awesome. Last month, I played the best game of my life. I was on the field for 72 seconds. Yeah, I'm still a business major, and I pretty much know it's you know? And hey, I drew a quarter inch when I thought I was done. So, yeah, it's all good. I guess what I really wanted to say, you know, it really means a lot to me that you guys are all worried about me.
Eh, there we go.
But you want to. You remember the Eagle Mission?
Yeah, ended up being kind of lame.
Seen people do it.
Hey, you want to play poker? Dad taught me down the line.
Actually, now I remember what I did on the server. This is not how I did that portion. Ho ho! I did do this, however. Light is always key. Yes. Full grown window like that.
Turns out my pal Sheila reported me to the town elders, and I'm devoted to city girl.
I can't tell you how much it means to Obadiah and me to have you here with us today, sharing our bones mountain. You see, this summer, my dear brother sent me some news that his
Perfect.
Typhoid fever, and she might not survive the harvest. So we packed up our family and began our 3-month journey by land.
If this one actually lines up, I might get rid of that.
The mountain pass proved treacherous. For weeks, our wagon was mired in mud. Our food supplies dwindled. Even as we grew weak with hunger, ended up bare tents. What kept us going was the thought of being with our loved ones on Thanksgiving. So, after 4 grueling months, we finally arrived in Orson, and my dear brother greeted our wagon with open arms and good news. Priscilla was going to live. 'Tis truly a time to rejoice. For now, our family is together on a state of things. Sadly, the trip proved too much for little Johnny. He contracted scarlet fever. The doctor said he had to see Christmas. What? Reach into your pocket. That is why today we give thanks. Because you never know how many more Thanksgivings.
Yeah.
What was wrong with my family? The big conference didn't vote their Thanksgiving. They crushed rivers and climbed mountains, ran from bears and mashed potatoes with wooden sticks to be together. They were all, it's fine, I don't care, I want to go to a bar. But it wasn't too late. I had to make it home before Thanksgiving was over. I had to remind my siblings and family how thankful we should be.
I'm actually quite satisfied with how this is turning out so far. Of course, I'll have to do the inside so it looks fantastic. And then we will do, interior, no, it's gotta be attachments, there we go. The door is key. Back porch, gotta be that glass door. That glass door just fits perfectly. Look at how the back of this house looks. It looks fantastic. I mean, I don't like that roof. Oh, but
Tell me about it. Come play. You'll be on my team. Oh, Dad, right?
you know, looks are looks.
Wow. You guys have been at this
Oh, let's see. Am I gonna be able to? Or is the roof is going to kill me on this one? Nope. Ah, got it. Now the key is to make something actually look real. You need to build it to kind of real life specs. And the key about a roof and the chimney is the chimney has to be the height of the highest point on excuse me, sorry. The highest point of the man, drawing a blank. The highest point of the roof. So you have to make sure that that actually does align, because if not, it doesn't look right. And if you, I mean, you might not want to be going for aesthetically pleasing, but I am a aesthetically pleasing kind of guy. I like my stuff to look right, like it actually would exist. And then the floor will go there, so I'm not too worried about that. That will mold itself in once I go through. And that will too. You'll see how that one rolls.
So where's my desk? Oh, Smile Superstars International concept. Everything is open. You'll just move from chair to chair with a tablet. Really? Smile tablet?
course, the inside needs to be just right.
And that's what we've been agreeing.
Listen, I'm gonna get seminars all day, so you don't have the place to yourself.
So just to be clear, I don't have to go to like dentist stuff or talk to anybody or do anything.
No crap. You just shut it yourself down.
It's like a locust. More food. Invest in other house.
Oh my God, it's not my fault. Stop living here. I accidentally paid 2 enemies above my landlord. He's telling me, think I like seeing mom walk around her dog?
And that's for you.
Mom, can I take this old bedspread back to school? I was thinking I could turn my extra bed into a study lounge area. You know, put some lemon heads on an end table. Maybe I can work it for it.
Hold on. This is perfect. Why didn't I think of this before? Sue's just sitting there 50 minutes. I can admit it. You guys drove me nuts.
Hold it on down.
That is not going to work.
No. Not let this happen. Legal. What if I get written up against Dad?
That'd be bad. We got that big fridge. We gotta go relax on this one.
Mom.
I'm sorry. I just really need not to be here.
Don't play it, Sue.
Wow. That TV. That's a 46-inch.
Oh my God, it's cool. They have a square shower head. Oh, there's a little sofa and a little sofa at the top. You don't have to carry it back and forth. Let's do that anyway, so we can take them home.
Hey, look. You barely touch channel and it changes. The button doesn't stick inside the remote. We gotta get a fork and figure it out.
Hey, run a tiny can of Pringles and the cutest vodka I've ever seen. See smiles from John. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. Look how easily they slide. They have to say, they think we have stuff. All right, I gotta go down to orientation. I'm gonna see if I can solve the duck out. So hands off the signature check. So while we were gone, we got the best babysitter we could find. But she wanted $10 an hour, so we went with free.
Hey, Brent. I found this out by the curb. I'm guessing someone threw it out because it's busted.
That was Mom. She ruined it sucking up rotten lettuce.
Oh, well, I'll get her fixed up.
I'm sorry you had to come all the way over for Emily one. I told Mom and Dad I could take care of myself.
Oh, no, you may think you can, but you need somebody to look after you. Remember, the bird that leaves the nest too early ends up on drugs. So, look really to have a
If I can remember correctly, I did this portion on the other one too. You just overbuild it. It should snap right because, oh man, it's not going to want to snap right.
And now, you've all been waiting for Dr. Summer Sanderson!
Thank you all for coming and welcome to the Smile Superstars biannual meeting and educational workshop. I think you'll find it informative, inspiring, and most of all, fun!
Well, that will work if this, yes, look at that. Pops right in. Perfect.
Hey, Grandpa, big blank.
Rest of the night. What's it?
It's 9 o'clock. I was getting kind of hungry, so I went to the store and did a little grocery shop. Thanks.
I'm not sure about this, Rick. I've never been too.
I wish they had like an actual like triangle piece, not like that kind of piece, like an actual triangle. But so far, I have realized they don't.
Not bad.
You eat it all, you'll get dessert.
I've never been crazy about plain water. You got any juice?
Smile Superstars is a different kind of company. We turn reality into dreams. With our proven tools for creating unlimited wealth. Debbie Grimes. Where's Debbie Grimes? There she is. Debbie Debbie won a trip to Hawaii. We're recruiting over 50 new clients for our job with Grant. Thank you, Debbie. How was Maui? Oh, you don't need to tell me. I've got a house there. Now let me ask you, are you tired of working yourself to death and still not reaching your goals? Are you tired of looking around and seeing everyone else get theirs and you not get yours? What to get mine? Do you see those people who are real fancy phones and plays and think that should be me? Well, that can't be. You bet it can. You can earn your way into our Platinum Elite Club and be on a private jet as part of our Winter Circle retreat to Costa Rica. Who's with me? Who's with me on a private jet to success? I am. We can change the world one smile at a time.
My wife is watching the middle Ponzi scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme, is what it sounds like.
But for the first time in their lives, they were sharing a room.
You know, I'm watching. You brush your hair a lot.
Now, normally I'd be spending a little bit more time on the wood to get the grain matched exactly up. But hey, it can only be but so particular. However, I do like facing it off right. I'm actually really liking the way this is gonna work out. Now my other one, the roof wasn't so high. I didn't have three floors. However, I really like how this one is turning out. And I'm actually going to kill these stairs. I have those stairs in my other one. I have stairs on both sides of the house. I really like it, but in this one, it's just not going to be conducive to my build style. And it's because of what I want to do on each side. It's not going to work.
Therefore, anybody on the team, like we can talk. I learned that's not even all playing is hard. They're witness. I'll give you lost.
And luckily, we're almost done because it is getting late. I'll just do it like that. Yeah, that works.
So, do you love your dad? Yeah, I'm your old semester. Really? Right past. Oh, I've seen you. Well, not like in a weird way or anything. Just like in the bathroom and stuff. Go ahead.
See, there's one thing Sue forgot about her brother. Everybody liked him. And by the Pythagorean theorem, everybody liked her too. Yeah, she was on a real high, and she wasn't the only one.
Take it up now.
And I could use my...
Through the tears, I said to myself, they can take away everything, but they can't take away your smile. You take the M-I-L-E out of smile. Adding U-C-C-E-S-S to that S that was left over, and you got this. And you can't spell success without you.
I do not like how that looks. So we're going to have to go to the small piece.
Baby again. You're so good at this. I give up.
Alright, when you have this issue I just came up with, you have to delete that ceiling. The ceiling pieces,
You like war, don't you?
funny fact, are the easiest things, honestly, to do. It's the walls that will actually get you the most, is from what I've noticed in all my building techniques, is the walls that will get you, but not the ceiling. Because the ceilings, they always just want to seem to click. Yeah, you're probably going to have to move it around a little bit, roll the mouse wheel, but as you can see, look how quickly I got that right back into place. Almost back into place.
You're not listening to me. I used to get tested and it's all your fault. I did love it. Are you like John? They were like, I don't know what I was thinking. Wait. Wait, I was trying to shake all 30 seconds. Right.
Well, normally I don't have an issue.
Sir, this is not high school. They don't care. Look, just give me 10 minutes and I can teach you how to get out of this. Congratulations. You've just been accepted to the University of Excellence.
Now, watch that stuff. Check out the new folks I've cleaned this place out.
Man, that's going to be irritating. Like I said, I'm a little bit of a freak when it comes to that stuff. So, I might actually have to...
So, why when you get in the bill, you said the trip was all expenses paid? What are they charging us for? Maybe about room service and food?
Hold on, is the root charge on there?
It's on the extra stuff. That's up to $674.
Wait, this is weird. There's gotta be something. Hey, Dr. Cooper.
There we go.
Expenses will be taken care of, right? Right. Oh, thank God. We just got a bill by mistake for our room service and minibar charges.
Oh, we never pay for that. Well, that's why I always bring the snacks out.
You said all expenses paid. That's what you said.
No, I just remember saying y'all's expenses are paid, not all of y'all's.
No. That can't be. I mean, how did we supposed to know that all y'all's were y'all's?
Well, all y'all's would obviously be more than y'all's, but it's just, do you speak your room? Never know that.
How many knows that we owe $674?
Oh, my God. Oh, man. I ordered ribs, and I didn't like them. So I ordered a steak. I was looking like Caesar up here. Are you seriously dry cleaning?
They folded my underwear. It made me feel special. But what about you? You shot? What are you running for Congress?
I thought all expenses were paid. It seemed that's not to do it.
All right, let's just grab the soap and the Kleenex and blood.
We can't. We give a good one.
Boy, I gotta say, I don't like a pickle.
Are we the people? Have we done the internet? Are we all 10 cats in a room full of robbers?
Mike, calm down. That is not helping anything. I will think of something. In the meantime, the robot has that cost $60. Take the other one out of my suitcase. This skinny coffee's amazing. And only 3 simple ingredients. We never have to stop. We never have to stop.
Hey guys, I picked up some.
Surprise! Endlessly delicious. Feel the difference with Nivea Essentially Rich Lotion.
There we go. Perfect. Now, of course, then comes the fireplace. So the key to the fireplace, as you just saw, was deleting the ground. And when you go to do that, now use the small little triangles. And you'll see why in a minute.
Okay, we'll start with the basic category supplies. Number 1, personal stacking. Friends die, grandma's died, you get the picture. It's old school, but it totally works. It does, however, require certain shady rule codes.
And then go to prints. Now everyone should have this print. Well, I mean, Should is an understatement. Excuse me, but a lot of people will get this print. So as you can see now, though, this wall not going to look right. Now I think this is going to end up screwing me up, but it might not. So we'll just have to see. And it didn't. Look at that, winning. So now that we've done that, now we paint the inside red brick. And then we paint the ground. Now this comes from the outdoor set, but I like the black marble. It looks like kind of like a underneath. And then we get our little red lights going on.
I like this line for you. It's fresh. It's original. It's good at you.
Red lights. Because in facilities, what I like is Way of Winter, which I will definitely post a picture of that once it comes. Once we go there, we're going there this upcoming season. But you can't open it. Oh, actually, you can do it. Look at that.
Not that I'm accusing anyone, but I'm not sure it was 100% clear that all expenses were paid.
Oh, it's very clear. Convention in your room is completely paid for.
Okay, see, I think that's a misunderstanding. See, I'm not accusing anyone. Dr. Goodman. But some people's expenses were not just the room and convention.
Wow, you guys really had fun.
Yeah, we did.
Now, so normally, actually,
Picturing the impossible and thinking you can make it happen.
So you're not going to kill me?
Sure.
all two, it's gonna have to be two. Okay.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. I've got a million things to do. McDonald's stuff and more. All I want to do is miss drinking up and walk some class and chips. Why not want to work as a sage? It's a good thing grandpas are cute.
Oh no, I'm telling you, Sue. That was great. You took a lot and you internalized it. And you externalized it. I love your professor, Chris.
Oh, thank you. It felt good. Well, not the throwing up part. The makeup test is awesome.
Damn, Sue, you crushed it. You look just
Oh.
like Sue. You loved it.
They used to light up
Listen,
like an actual fire.
you're at first, but now I'm kind of glad you're my roommate.
Actually, let's see your roommate.
Huh.
Blackberry Commons. I know.
So yeah, that's how you build a fireplace. And then, you know, I'll build a kitchen over here. I'll have the deck chairs. What I normally like to do is, I bought the outdoor set. So I always like to do lighting. I like to do the metal brazier out here on the deck. And then, of course, you know, we'll do the lifestyle items. I like to use the chairs that look like they could go outside. These ones here. These are my favorite to use.
Oh, I some fun here.
Oh, well, actually, we were going to get some lunch. Wanted to come.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, lunch is one of my favorite meals.
No, Mike, I think it's really nice that Smile Superstars is willing to pay the bill.
Hey, yeah, right. Either take it out of your next 6 pages.
Yeah, we had a great time. You know, our folks took the trip was possible? I mean, would we be stupid not to find out everything was painful beforehand? Sure. If I found out, would we have had so much fun? I don't think so. And I've had fun. Did you have fun? Yes, sir. Bet you did. Yeah, that's right. Bye.
Put that metal coffee table right there.
Oh, wasn't much trouble. Another year or two. You won't even need me.
Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Nice standoffish porch. Nice fireplace. That is how you build a log cabin. And it actually looks like a log cabin. At least I feel like it looks like a log cabin.
And the joy of being with your family.
So yeah.
Unless it's our family. How did we get here? Well, it all started innocently enough.
That's sick. Not sure why, but your reputation of being fun doesn't insurance.
Thanks for watching.
So listen, after we're done here, before we go over